All right, Elizabeth, take it away.
Hi, I'm Elizabeth Glynn. I'm the Director of Philanthropy for the United Way of Martin County, and I'm President of AFP Treasure Coast, serving Martin, St. Lucie, and Okeechobee counties. For over 25 years, AFP Treasure Coast has been the go-to spot for professional development, connecting with colleagues, and also staying up to date on important topics in fundraising profession and the nonprofit arena. Members of AFP annually review a strict code of ethics, and many of our chapter members have pursued additional designation through CFRE International for Certified Fundraising Executive. So in addition to being your chapter president, I have the distinct honor of co-chairing this year's National Philanthropy Day event with Keith Flesher, the CEO of the Boys and Girls Clubs of Martin County. We're excited to announce that this year's event will be a luncheon on November 18th at Harbor Ridge Country Club. Take it away, Fledge.
So as Elizabeth mentioned, well, again, first of all, I'm Keith Fletcher, humbled and honored to serve as the president and CEO of the Boys and Girls Clubs of Martin County. As Elizabeth mentioned, in addition to offering exceptional professional development programs and opportunities to connect with your peers, AFP Treasure Coast also annually hosts National Philanthropy Day, a celebration of philanthropy across the Treasure Coast. NPD recognizes the great contributions of philanthropy and those active in the philanthropic community. This celebration provides an opportunity to honor those near and dear to your organization and the contributions they have made in advancing your mission. This year's theme, When the World Stopped, Philanthropy Didn't, really underscores our overall feeling that the nonprofits throughout the Treasure Coast proved over the course of the last year that disruption does not mean destruction. And that even when the world may seem to be falling apart, the beautiful fabric of our brothers and sisters in service came together to show that when those worlds fall apart, we can't, we won't, so too much is riding on it. So let's get together and acknowledge, honor, and appreciate all of those who made that magic happen through what for many of us was the darkest time in our recent history. On behalf of Elizabeth and myself, we certainly want to thank the incredible committee that is giving so graciously of their time to put together this this event, and they are, you can find them on the website. Over to Courtney, Monique.
Thank you. I am just excited that we are able to get back together in person again. How wonderful is that? It is very exciting that we're moving in the, looks like moving in the right direction. I am going to share a little bit about the categories that you can nominate people for this year. And first off is Outstanding Individual Philanthropist. Most of them are pretty self-explanatory, but there is more information on the website. All nominations we ask you to submit online, and you can find all of the information about all of the different categories online. So first off, Outstanding Individual Philanthropist Award, and then we have Outstanding Group Supporting Philanthropy, Outstanding Corporate Philanthropist Award, and Outstanding Volunteer Fundraiser, which is really a individual or co-chair who, possibly sits on your board, somebody who has been influential in bringing in money for your organization. Then we also have the Unsung Hero Award, which is really a volunteer who, participates behind the scenes. And then we have Outstanding Youth in Philanthropy and Leave a Legacy Award, which can be presented to either somebody who has already left a significant planned gift or who plans to leave a bequest in their estate plan to your organization. So you can find more information about all of those categories on the website. And this year, again, everything will be submitted online at www.afptreasurecoast.org, and Courtney will go over the timeline. Nominations are due July 31st, but there are some other important dates that she will go over. I just want to let people know that anybody, you do not have to be an AFP member to nominate, and we are asking that you only submit 3 3 nominations for each organization, just because obviously we're going to be limited on space at Harbor Ridge, which is a good problem to have. And we need to make sure that we are allowing all organizations to, have the opportunity to participate. And I believe that is, I think Courtney will go over some more information for you. Is that everything, Courtney? Did I forget anything?
That was perfect. Thank you, Monique. Yes, I am happy to take over from there. I'm going to spotlight my screen. Perfect. So when you start to think about who you're going to nominate at your organization, we encourage you to really bring a team together. Certainly anybody on your development team that might have been working with these individuals or groups, as well as maybe some board members or your CEO, anyone that you feel is relevant would have a good understanding of who's made a really good impact on your organization over the last year. COVID, as everybody has said already, has had such an impact on the nonprofits and everyone in the community. So we're certain that you're already thinking of lots of people that you could be nominating, but think about who really had the greatest impact, who motivated others to take a stand and have an impact for your organization. And what might come to your mind initially is how much money they gave to your organization, which is certainly helpful, but really consider time, talent, and treasure. All were exceptionally important over the last year, and we want to recognize even those that never gave a dollar, but gave of their time. After that, you're going to want to have a conversation with the individual or group to make sure that they are okay with you nominating them. We will be recognizing them. We will be publicizing their name. We want everybody to know and celebrate these people. So make sure that they're okay with that before you proceed with a nomination, and then really collaborate with them as you write their nomination, because you're gonna learn a lot about them in this process. And the more you talk to them, the stronger your nomination will be. This is really a great opportunity to continue stewarding that individual and strengthen your relationship with them and their relationship with the organization. I want to take just a moment and show you what the website looks like so that when you go there, you are prepared to do your nomination. So like Monique said, the website is www.afptreasurecoast.org. Once you get here, you're going to drop down National Philanthropy Day and go to Nominate for 2021. Under here, the Nominate a Hero Today is going to take you right to the nominations page. This goes over some basic guidelines. And as you scroll down, I'll talk about this timeline in just a second, but you'll click start here to actually find what you need to write about for your nomination. For the sake of this example, I'm going to click Individual Philanthropist Award. Most of them look exactly the same with some slight changes in wording. On this first page, we're going to encourage you to really take these questions and move them into a Word document to workshop what you're going to write. You could come in here and if you feel confident, just write it all out and submit it, but you can't save it. So that's why we want you to save it in a Word document and really workshop it with your team. On the second page, it's just going to be your basic information as well as the nominees. In the past, if you have nominated before, you may have done a co-nomination with another organization. We're not doing that anymore. You can certainly call other organizations that you know your nominee works with and get information from there to strengthen your nomination, but they won't be included in your nomination. It will be you that has nominated them. So one other note on here, the file upload is just going to be the pictures that we're requesting from you. So we need one photo to be able to include in the slideshow that night. But if you have other photos of them, if they're a volunteer working at your organization and you have photos of them, that would be great. Or just attending your events, other pictures that help us get to know them a little bit better. You're welcome to upload them here. We were having issues with JPEG formats last year. We believe that we have solved that problem, but if you have an issue uploading, you can definitely forward those pictures over to info@afptreasurecoast.org and just write in the subject line the name of your nominee so that we know who to attach that nomination to. So that's what the nomination page looks like. And after you've submitted your nomination, there's a timeline that I'm going to go over. So what we're going to ask you to do first, as soon as you have that conversation internally and with the person you're planning to nominate, please send us the name of that individual so that we can keep a list and let somebody know if another organization is already nominating that person, so that there's no duplication. We're going to ask you to do that by July 2nd so that we have a really good idea of who's going to be nominated this year. If you would like, you can submit your nomination early. As Monique said, nominations are due on July 31st, but if you submit by July 16th, the nominations committee will actually review it in advance for you and submit any feedback that we have that you could update your nomination and strengthen it, since we are not the ones that are judging the nominations, but we can help you to strengthen it if this is your first time or even your 15th time nominating. We're happy to review, and we will send back feedback by July 23rd. At the beginning of August, we will then send over to one of our sister AFP organizations to review all of the nominations and select the nominees. They will return those to us in early September, and then we will hold on to them closely. We will let nobody know who has been selected as the recipient of the award until the luncheon on November 18th. So it's a big secret to keep, but we promise to keep it. You may receive some communication from us in the meantime on maybe submitting a video that we can put into a large video that will be played that evening, or some extra photos or additional information that we may need from you. So you will likely get that email from me, Courtney N at tykesandteens.org. So please don't ignore my emails. I would appreciate that. Some last notes that I have is that the list of past recipients can also be found on the website. So make sure you take a look at that before you submit your name or nomination, because we can't award anybody a second time in that category. But if they've been nominated and have never been the recipient before, you can certainly nominate them again. And I think that's all I have for you guys. So Elizabeth is going to talk about some of the benefits of submitting a nomination.
Thanks, Courtney. I appreciate that. Yeah, I've been involved with National Philanthropy Day event for probably the whole 7 years I've lived in this community, and our organization, United Way, has always provided nominations in a lot of the different categories. And there's a lot of benefits to taking the time to submit a nomination. It really, as Courtney mentioned, it's about stewardship. You're strengthening that bond, whether it's an individual, a corporation, a group, a volunteer, just to let them know you think so highly of them that you want to take the time to nominate them. I know I've already asked permission of the person I had in mind, and she responded to my email so quickly. I am honored and humbled that you would think of me. So it's a really great way to recognize that person or group that's so near and dear to your organization. So I highly recommend that you really work with your team to think about who has made an impact to your mission and the work you do in the community, and take the time to nominate. And I just want to highlight again what Courtney mentioned about the judging. I think it's so important to note that the integrity of the event is so key. We don't judge in area. You know, as you know, AFP Treasure Coast serves Martin, St. Lucie, and Okeechobee counties. That's a huge region. We send our nominations completely out of region. We've gone to Broward, we've gone to the whole other side of the state. We really want to make sure that our judges are looking at this through unbiased lenses. It's not a popularity contest. It really is based on the criteria that you include in the nomination. So please think about that. And as Monique mentioned, any organization could submit up to 3. So if you've got a lot of special people that you want to recognize, we invite you to do so. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Elizabeth. So to close out, I just want to let you know that if you have additional questions, you're welcome to reach out to me or anybody else on the team. My email address, like I said, is Courtney N at tykesandteens.org. I am working on the nominations committee this year, and I am also the vice president of membership for AFP Treasure Coast. So if you're interested in becoming a member, Elizabeth talked a lot about what we do. I'd be happy to further that conversation with you and tell you how to become a member with us. So reach out to me for anything nominations or membership related. And if you want to get involved in National Philanthropy Day, whether it's on the nominations committee or on the program committee, sponsorship committee, we welcome you to do that. We have a great group and would love to grow it. So you can contact me or info@afptreasurecoast.org and we will get you connected to the right people. So happy nominating. Thanks, everyone.